sit down with Mr. Drayton. Shine!
You are now locked in to the Saturday Sit Down with the talented Mr. Drayton. Your favorite place for the best conversations. We're talking news, politics, entertainment, and possibly the ever so rare nipple slip. You are now locked in with the talented Mr. Drayton, and this is the Saturday Sit Down.
That is the great Rita Moreno. We need to wrap her in bubble wrap. She's in her 80s. We all grew up on that. Hey, you guys. It's from the Electric Company. Yeah, it's amazing. It is amazing that was been on the air 50 years ago. I feel so old. My favorite thing from the Electric Company was the psst, it, spit. You know, I love it. I love it. Welcome to the Saturday Sit Down. I'm your man, Gregory, the talented Mr. Drayton, a.k.a. Alice's baby boy. Back again to do it for another Saturday. I missed you guys last Saturday. No, I didn't. I'm just kidding. No, I did. I really did miss you. And I was glad to get some rest and some relaxation. Welcome back, Swag. Welcome back, Malcolm. Thank you. I'm gonna give you a story about Malcolm is actually the killer. He proved it today. Welcome to this week's episode of the Saturday Sit Down, hosted by me, Gregory the Talented Mr. Drayton, for this October, the 18th year of our Lord 2025. And as I promised you in past programs, you will be brought some of the news by local resident white people, because I am not trying to get kicked off YouTube. And apparently, if you say stuff as a person of color, you can be fined or ostracized. And do yourself a favor, if you're in a city or near a place that's having a No Kings march or rally today, please join in. I signed up, but I did not go. I just want to be counted among the numbers. I ain't going out there fucking with them like that. Because what did I do? Voted for the black ladies. So all the other stuff is icing on the cake. I did what I was supposed to do. Now, I cannot do this by myself. And because then I'm going to ask you guys a question. Because I just discovered when I went to the grocery store the other day, fucking mango was $5. $4.97. And that bitch was raggedy. It was raggedy. I mean, it was just, it's just raggedy. So, again, we're going to talk about that after I introduce everybody. So, my partner in crime on most things, just most things in general, the daddy of the Afro, the daddy of the philosopher, the daddy of the deep thinking, the daddy of M3. He gave birth to this very network. So you are the daddy of. So I guess that makes me the granddaddy, or no, because I'm my age. I don't know what I am. The co-mama. I don't know.
Doula.
The doula. Right. Birth my network. Birth my child. I don't know what it is. The Wednesday nights on 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I even missed you antagonizing me Wednesday as I went out to go see. I cheated on you and I went to go see Tron. So therefore, yeah, and I see why it didn't do well. I enjoyed it because Swag is turning me into a nerd, but I can see why it did not do well. Okay. But Jody blah blah, what's her name, and Jared Leto. I don't know. He's just so weird. Kareem and I had a conversation Thursday about Jared Leto. He has all these bombs, but yet they're continuing to let him make massive movies with massive budgets. But it was really good to see Jodie as a black woman as the villain. She did her thing. It was great. Welcome, Malcolm. How are you?
I'm good. My next door neighbor apparently is trying to learn how to play the trumpet, and being tortured. It just feels like he's trying to strangle an elephant. Like it's just.
Oh my god!
Oh no, bro! Oh wow!
It's like just let the elephant die.
Listen. Tell him to start with that when he goes to play the trumpet. Start with that sound.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! So that's why you look ill-rested. Oh, I see.
Yeah. And it's I live near a stadium as well. Like when I go
to homecoming.
Yeah, Albany State's homecoming
wow.
was this week. Yeah.
God hates you, doesn't he? God hates you.
Yeah.
That's awful.
God hates you.
God, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
football
It
season
is-
is coming. Yeah.
It is HBCU homecoming season. Happy homecoming to Morehouse and Spellhouse, as we call it here in the Great Plain of Atlanta, where I am broadcasting from. We call it Spellhouse because Spelman and Morehouse are connected. One is the female all-girls school, Spelman, and Morehouse is the male version of it. Happy homecoming to FAMU and my alma mater, the great Norfolk State University. Behold the green and gold. Happy homecoming, all the HBCUs, and we're gonna make it. They're gonna take out. They can take the funding. They can take, but they cannot take our spirit.
Yeah, we've been through so much worse. So
yeah, we've been through so much worse. We will be all right, even though they're making us name streets on Black College's campus after the dead podcaster, after the unalive podcaster. We still gonna make it. We gonna make it. And when the tables turn, because the tables will turn, my party people.
yeah,
The table. One of these days, the tables will turn, and it's a lesson. And we had to learn a lesson from the '60s. We had to learn a lesson from the '50s. We had to learn a lesson from the Bay of Pigs. We had to learn a lesson from World War I, II. Pearl Harbor. All these things seemed catastrophic, and they were at the time.
yeah.
But, the civil rights movement. Today I mentioned the No Kings March because I think as a country we're on a precipice of something. Speaking of being on a precipice of something, in many, many daddy titles, the Cat Daddy, the Bag Daddy, the daddy of TikTok, the daddy of Tijuana, T'Challa's daddy, America's favorite elderberry himself, Swag for Life, TikTok's own, Tuesday night's own, right. I'm gonna go back to using the old closing one day, because you actually do that in the closings. Tuesday night's own 7 p.m. Swag for Life himself, the Queen's baby, absolutely the Queen's baby. His mother is the most loveliest person on earth. Both of you guys' mothers are just love. They are women from a certain generation. Both of their mothers are very similar, and they don't even know that. But I know both of their mothers. So they're very lovely, and they gave birth to very lovely sons. So they're very lovely women. So shout out to Mrs. T and the Queen. There you go. Two queens, definitely. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining me, Swag. How are you today?
I am doing wonderful. It is good to be back with you guys on a Saturday. I had a great time in Vegas, but it's good to be back home. T'Challa, I think T'Challa missed me. He claims he does. I don't know. He's been kind of No, I assume that's a good sign. So he let me back in the house, so that's a good thing.
I think so. Well, so before we get into it, I want you to remind you of we do politics here on my show, but I want to remind you of one party stands for this and the other party stands for this.
Show this video to anyone still calling the GOP the party of family values. Robert Morris, Trump's spiritual advisor, 5 counts, crimes against children. Ralph Shorty, Trump's 2016 Oklahoma campaign chair and state senator, child sex trafficking. George Nader advised Trump on transition and foreign policy, child trafficking. Ruben Veristigi worked on content for the Trump campaign in 2020, videos of children. Tony Lazzaro, GOP donor connected to Trump circles, child sex trafficking. Adam Hageman, former Turning Point employee and 2016 Trump commerce official. Donald J. Trump, $83 million for sexually abusing Jean Carroll. MAGA loves 2 things, grifting and grooming.
Ooh.
I just want to remind you. So,
Yeah.
what all the shit you hear about the big beautiful bill, all the smoke and mirrors you hear about that, it all comes to down that they're PDOs. the party of, and so we're talking a little later in the Black News about the young Republicans, and they're Nazis, and they found there was a congressman in Congress. They went into his office. He had an American flag with a swastika on it. Oh, these trials are going to be good for treason. I cannot wait for that episode of America. It's going to be amazing. But speaking of the aforementioned Black News, ladies and gentlemen, as I always do, and Swag, thank you this week because you have put this show on your back this week because I was tired. I appreciate it. The aforementioned Black News, ladies and gentlemen, the talented Mr. Drayton and Swag for Life, the Queen's Baby presents the Black News. There you go.
This is Black News.
Ooh, all those black people. Look at us, just a sea of black people. I love all of that. We are excited today here on the Black News to present a new sponsor here on the Black News. Today's Black News is brought to you by a new sponsor. If you will, please swag. Yay.
And if it isn't fresh, I'm out of business. Isn't that sweet, you little moneymaker, you?
Use new sweet fish every day. Keep that skunky cunt away. Use new sweet fish every day. Keep that skunky cunt away.
God.
Oh, we got to make our money. Listen. Listen. I'm like the GOP. No money turned away. None. I'm not turning no money down. That's it. You want to advertise on there? Put this.
You know what's funny is that they really do make deodorant for your cunt. I mean,
they do. It's called FDS. It's called FDS. Yeah, it's called FDS. Feminine deodorant.
Oh, my goodness.
A lot of they actually have a few of them actually. So if you have a stinky cunt, please get yourself. Wash it. Try washing it.
I was going to say, yeah, soap and water is always.
But no, women have a different pH balance. They might need some vinegar and water. And
yeah, that's true.
Try washing it. Try washing it. You know, if not, you can use some cunaware, so sweet fish or swordfish or whatever that was. But yeah, we're not turning down any money here. So there you go. So lots of news to get to because I was out last week. So let's have at it. My beautiful obedient assistant up there, if you would, please.
All right, we're gonna start with these rundowns. Let's do this one first.
Call me Bitch McConnell. It's time to talk about Donald Trump's sales for the week. Americans, including 34% of Republicans, think that groceries are more expensive than they were last year. This is the only thing people care about. Cars are the most expensive they've ever been in American history. Ever. Breaking records, baby. Oh, and so are houses. Most expensive. Ever. Good job. Try as you might to convince people that we aren't paying the cost of tariffs. We are paying the cost of tariffs, and everybody knows it. You know, your nussy would be less noticeable if you stopped doing this. Stand up straight. You asked an appeals court to booty please let me use the National Guard in Chicago. And they said, ew, try a neck tightening cream. You also can't lay off any more people because of the shutdown. It's illegal and you're dumb. Uh-oh. Is ICE getting in trouble? The Freedom of Information Act request on this body cam footage is going to be peak. Chicago ICE agents also can't arrest people at the courthouse anymore. The notoriously leftist U.S. Chamber of Commerce is suing you. Just kidding. Those are raging Republicans. Pretty much every major airport in the country and many minor ones are just refusing to air that wackadoo TSA message that Christine Ohm filmed. If you're going to be that obsessed with seeing yourself on camera, you've really got to work on how pockmarked your face is. Stop picking at it, okay? Meth will do that to you. And pay more attention to the glue lines of your wigs. So bad. Alex Jones joins Laura Loomer in being completely and totally ignored by the Supreme Court. Even Alito was like, ugh, get away. Brown University joins MIT in rejecting your weird special conditions for funding that mostly meant protecting conservative voices because we're very, very scared. Colleges are a scary place. USC's not doing it either, and neither is the University of Pennsylvania. Dr. Phil's MAGA media company is declaring bankruptcy, laid off all its employees. He's down to 17,000 weekly viewers. I get more viewers than that in an hour, and it's just me and my dog. Jesus, I couldn't fail that hard if I tried. The Republican Senate Majority Leader is out here talking about how women should listen to doctors and not RFK Jr. because RFK Jr. is a bureaucrat who doesn't know what he's talking about. Whoops! After his wife tweeted about how they would never back down from their Arlington home, they have backed down from their Arlington home, and Stephen and Katie Miller have sold their house. Why? Because someone wrote, Stephen Miller is destroying democracy in sidewalk chalk. Chalk! He sold his house and ran away because he's scared of the chalk. May you know no peace anywhere you go until the end of time, and may your face and name be a curse upon your family. The young Republicans are Nazis. They're all getting fired. Kansas completely disbanded its young Republican wing. Just got rid of it entirely. Passport rankings are an important metric of soft power, and we have fallen out of the top 10 because we don't have any anymore. No one cares what we do. U.S. federal prosecutors to investigate George Soros based on a right-wing organization's report about his connections to terrorism. Yeah, that right-wing organization has come out and been like, that's not what we said at all. That's not real at all. It's okay, babe. I'm sure if you continue giving Kristi Noem money to film herself, she'll never realize that presidential immunity does not extend to cabinet members.
I love her. I don't even know where. Okay. So let's just start with the young Republicans. Oh, they don't look all that young to me.
They were in their 30s.
50.
Yeah.
50.
But what's interesting is that Vance are calling them kids. It's like, it seems coded to me because when it's us, we're thugs, we're gang members and stuff like that. But when they do it, they're just kids.
There's about 20 of them, and they said like 2 of them are older than he is. So I mean, like
exactly. I love the fact that I don't think we need to realize that Antifa means anti-fascism, even if you are talking about this. So if you are anti-Antifa, that means you want fascism. So just remember that next time you see one of those Republicans talk about this bullshit about Antifa. Antifa's not a real thing. It is made up, and unlike they have found out that this undercover person in Antifa on the Fox station is actually a Fox News producer. I love that for them. The young Republicans sent out the dozens of text messages praising Hitler and wishing basically that we would have lost World War II and we all would have been speaking German. And
I mean,
we wouldn't have been here. Yeah, it's just I didn't even bother to
bring back the gas chamber and things like that. It's like,
yeah. So black people, if you're not paying attention, now it's time to pay attention because these people, like again, I mentioned the No Kings protest. I'm not asking you to go out there and march and do your Martin Luther King bit, but just pay attention. Wake up, sit up. When you're on your way to the club, just remember there's an election, early voting here in Atlanta, in this great state of Georgia. We're voting for mayor, and we have some shady characters here.
And I would say, when I was voting or volunteering for Obama when he ran, like those sorts of protests can be a good way to meet people. I mean,
absolutely.
You date at a protest?
No, well, friend date, yeah.
Oh, well, say you're so horny, gosh. Horny friend, just out there.
I'm horny for people who like justice. Yes.
Yeah.
That part, Malcolm.
Fuck Whitey now, give me some loving. I love it. Yeah, Malcolm, you're my hero. I told you. Mark him out there and let it be known. There's plenty of places to date. And
it's a good place to meet.
But I mean, but we have talked about that before about people complain about, they find it hard to meet people, not necessarily for dating, but just meet people that, you gel with. And it's like Michael says, that is a great place because at least, your values are aligned in that regard. So, not a bad
I would tell you what, yeah, you're right. Everything that so I love her because she goes through and we concentrate on the one thing that Trump is trying to take, and he never succeeds. It's like he's like Gargamel from the Smurfs. Like he always gets close to the Smurfs, but he never is going to eat the Smurfs. Never. So like I love her because we have a couple of word clips from her because I noticed as I was off last week, everything he does is just a simple failure. Let me show y'all my T-shirt for this week. Can I get a full screen, please? No.
You sure can.
Oh, do I need to? Let me see how this works. I don't know. I don't want y'all to see.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that meme before.
Abby, let me back up a little bit here. Let's see.
Same shit, different hat.
Yeah, can y'all see the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Now I can't wear it outside because I don't want to cause a riot. Right, but you two can get you one. Thanks to my friend Mr. Mills, I appreciate you. When it came, I was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "This is great. This might be my uniform every week." I don't know.
Right.
So no more different T-shirts unless I wear my swag T-shirt, my boozy T-shirt. That's the only way I'm gonna go. Sure. And so speaking of T-shirts and us, make sure you check us out on the web, www.mailmediamountainlive.com. We are there waiting to entertain you on Beyonce's internet. I'm so excited. It looks delicious. The site looks wonderful. So, in case I didn't personally send you the link and you don't know how to contact us and reach us and get us and hold us tight, that's how you know. So the other thing that, other than other Republicans, the young Republicans that she discussed is, Malcolm, is it me or my wish has come true? My wish was, I think he's a lame duck president already. I think he's pulled out all of the tricks and all of the stunts. I think, fortunately, as backwards as they are, our laws have held, our guardrails have held. Thank you, Joe Biden, for giving us over 200 appellate judges before you left, because you knew.
Yeah.
Speaking of Joe Biden, this week, former President Joe Biden has started an aggressive round of chemo and hormone therapy to treat his cancer. I tell you what, it must be nice to have money and be white. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, in the same week, we lost D'Angelo from pancreatic cancer at 51, but Joe Biden is 112 with aggressive cancer, and just living, out here playing badminton and pickleball. But the Jack's position is,
why is it the whitest sport ever, pickleball? I mean, I know.
I know some black people into it, and they are into it. And I'm just like, I'm
just saying the name sounds super white. I know that black people play it. Yeah.
Old people started it. It started in nursing homes and
right.
Yeah. And so what gets me now is, anybody knows me, I am a huge fan of The Price is Right. So now they're giving away like pickleball kits, Malcolm. And then you can see the people like, oh, I don't want that. It's just like, oh, this brand new pickleball. And people like,
okay.
Oh, I don't want that, sir.
Right.
Mr. Carey, could you please? I want. It's just like when they win trips from where they are. Like, you've won a trip to sunny Albany, Georgia. You're like, oh, right. The other day, the woman was from Maryland. She won a trip to D.C.
That's funny.
The woman was like, honey, I work in D.C. And Drew was like,
oh, wow, that's funny.
Drew was like, it's a staycation. Go to the hotel. And I like that. And so the clip that we ran, Pride announcing all, so their pedophile, pedo. What was that name that I was calling them earlier without using the actual name?
People PDFs. Like to call them PDFs. Yeah,
PDFs. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. So their ties to PDFs goes way deeper than what he said. Charlie Kirk's, the dead podcaster's wife, is connected to a certain kind of PDF behavior. All of these people, if they're not connected to PDF behavior, they're connected to cross-dressing and all the things that they hate. What state was that the man was passing laws against trans people, and come to find out when they took his computer, he was all into the trans women. He was in it. He was just right.
Oh,
you
talk about North Carolina because it was the guy
yes.
for governor. Yeah.
No. This happened recently. It was a white guy. I think it was in Oklahoma. He was running for governor, and he likes to get pegged by the trans ladies. They are beautiful, and but my thing is like, stop protesting so loud. Like the whole thing is, if just let people live, and we would never dig into your background. So you start talking shit, and then they dig into your background and find out that you dress like Shirley Temple on the weekends with no panties, and then and that's terrible. That is really terrible. Now, go ahead.
I think there was this one representative who was trying to basically outlaw porn, but then the definition that they gave of porn included any reference to trans people whatsoever. So like you couldn't just be trans online at all. And they came to find out that he had a huge porn history on his computer. And one of the reasons that
no, Malcolm, I'm so surprised. Say what?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Part of why he started on this crusade against porn sites was that he got tricked into one of those ads from a porn site that's called like Adult Friend Finder. I don't know if you've ever seen this. Yes, but it's supposed to be some sort of hookup app, but it's not a hookup app. It's just more porn, right? Like they said, stop doing porn and find a real person. You click on it, and it's just more porn. It gets you to go from free porn to paying for porn through the promise of meeting actual people. And they found out like the reason he went on this, porn vendetta is because this porn site tricked him into paying for porn because you don't have to actually. Right. So now he's mad and he's like, I'm gonna make you pay.
They snuck into his computer and pulled out his credit card and made him enter in the digits.
His vendetta against porn made it into a dastardly villain.
Yes.
So speaking, if you don't have the time to curate your own porn, please join us on Patreon for our adult content. And Malcolm does it for you. He does all the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
So that's www.patreon.com/MailMediaMind, and you get to see little extras. And after the show, there's a 10 or 15 minute after show. But Malcolm, he does full movies and he does clips.
Yeah, I do both.
Listen, go tear your motherfucking phone memory up, but he got what you need.
Remember, go into the app and set a limit on the gigabytes because it will fill up your phone. It really will.
Let me tell you something. Listen, he working for Apple on the low because everybody gonna get a new phone. And so I said to him the other day, off topic for 1 second. I said, Michael, why do you need a terabyte? He said, because. And then I thought about it when I asked the question. I was like, let me shut the hell up and mind my business because apparently, it takes up a lot of space. So I was out last week. So let me tell you, she's going to tell us what we missed the week prior to this week. So go ahead.
Call me Marjorie Taylor Mean. It's time to talk about Donald Trump's L's for the week so far. It's only Tuesday. Do you need me to remind you again why people voted for you? It was inflation. And you've done so little to fix that. In fact, you've done the exact opposite. The people are now on GoFundMe trying to pay for their groceries. The Labor Department quietly released a document showing that they know that their immigration policies are making grocery prices higher. They do know that. If only someone had warned you. Consumer sentiment has dropped again to lows rare in the post-World War II era. Pete Hegseth's having a rough one. After his humiliating no fatties rant at the Generals a couple of weeks ago, he deployed the Texas National Guard to Illinois, and it turned out that they were not in shape. A lot of people pointed this out, and he had to send them home. He walked back those weird press guidelines from a few months ago and put out some new ones that not even Newsmax is going to follow. No, we're not doing that. And then J.D. Vance had to go out and do damage control for Hegseth. Turns out people on the left and the right, MAGA Republicans, were a little freaked out about Pete Hegseth saying that there was going to be a Qatari Air Force facility built in Idaho because Pete Hegseth said there was going to be a Qatari Air Force facility built in Idaho. I mean, it's fine. It's just, what in the 1980 shoulder pads? What is happening? Anyway, it turns out your new insurance lawyer, who's never argued a criminal case in court before in her life, didn't talk to the AG before she indicted Letitia James. It's important that she talks to the AG because she's never tried a criminal case in her life. Clown show. You closed down USAID because the Christo-fascists at the Heritage Foundation don't like that we help brown people. The employees created a matchmaking program that saved 80 programs, going to benefit 40 million brown people. You're so scared of Zohra Mamdani that you've involved yourself in the New York election. I don't know that it's going to be enough. But good luck, though. That's super duper what you should be focused on right now. MIT is the first college to reject your special funding conditions. Those conditions are that they protect conservative voices because you're more fragile than wet toilet paper and located next to just as many assholes. When you die, I'm just going to spam a bunch of social media posts about it with vaxxed? Question mark. Courts are starting to catch up with ICE. 12 illegal arrests happen in Missouri, and ICE has to pay the bond back. You got to reimburse those folks. The GOP is pulling back its advertising against Prop 50 in California because they're gonna lose. No matter how much you sniff the underwear of big oil donors, the climate train keeps on a-rollin'. Global growth in carbon emissions has slowed 5-fold over the previous decade. 40 states are unlocking Biden's funding for EV charging stations, being led by Texas and Montana. You laid some people off this week and had to immediately call them back because you made a mistake, which is all you ever seem to do. The ceasefire you thought you were going to get a Nobel Prize for lasted less than 24 hours. 24 hours. Over half of Americans think that you're limiting free speech now, but I would like to point out the number of Republicans. Up to 15% from 1. It's okay, babe. I'm sure the slow, inexorable crawl to the grave that you are obviously more and more terrified of every day will stop if you just send the National Guard to one more city.
I love her. I do. She's so smart. I love it.
So you're right. So normally I would just be like, I want to do the news, but I'm going to give it to you from white people. Absolutely. Yes. Hello, Sammy. So let's see. Sammy says, "Well, the ones the most shit out of MAGA people are the biggest bitches." This is true.
Absolutely.
Hell, it must be nice to have money. Fuck being white. I mean, yeah. Let's just talk about the juxtaposition of both. Three. The trifecta is male, white, and money. So, Sammy says if they banish what they truly desire for everyone, they themselves won't have that temptation. You know what, Sammy? Sometimes you bring the heat. You are so correct. But you're not gonna fuck around. I mean, and the things that she discussed, Pam Bondi is a shit show. I don't even know what to say about Pam Bondi. I just don't. I mean, like it wasn't out of work. Wasn't she like the former AG in Florida or something like that? Mm-hmm. And she was ran out of town on the rails because she fucked it up in a clearly Republican state. So, it's just like, how do you fuck it up in Florida? Every bad thing that happens in the news starts with Florida man or Florida woman, but you manage, bitch, to go to Florida and fuck it up. And now we have to pay. Well, we don't have to pay for anything because, we out here celebrating D'Angelo. We out here celebrating Diane Keaton. I love you, black people, and I'm going to soon prove it to you. But like we are, Malcolm, have found ways to move fast. Like they can't. My fear was when he won, like, oh my God, he's figured out how to do this. You know what I'm saying? But he has not. He has not. And this should worry his supporters. You still have not forgotten. You are running such a grift. You announce you bury the White House garden under concrete, of all things, in rocks. And then you announce a ballroom. You're raising corporate America's giving billions into his pocket. There will never be a ballroom. If it's going to be a ballroom, we are going to pay for it as Americans, and all the money that you raise is going into Trump's pocket. You do realize he was penalized, and he cannot no longer ever have a nonprofit in his home state of New York. Well, it's former home state.
Right.
Letitia James. So speaking of Letitia James, they indicted her without talking to her. Swag, what is your ever so effervescent opinion on not talking to the person that you're indicting? Okay.
So when I saw her, I'm just like, oh, that's why she got the job. Because it's like he never picks the people who actually know what they're doing. It's just like, well, she looks good on TV, so that's all he cares about. He just cares about the optics. So yeah, you've had no litigation experience. You're hired. Like,
You know,
I think
she
that was the
probably
thing.
sucked him off at some point. Go ahead.
Yeah, she was his personal attorney. But I think on top of that, he made the mistake of trying to hire serious people in his first term. And the serious people told him no. And so now he's like, fuck serious people. I just want people who are going to let me do what I want to do.
Yeah, be loyal.
That's
But
true.
that doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't give you any wins. But the thing is, so
Yeah.
it causes chaos, right? So, like, even though these indictments against Comey, Letitia James, and against what's his name? Colonel Ward.
Yeah, the KFC man. Yeah,
KFC.
And that's why every time I see him, I want chicken real bad.
I do.
Oh my god, y'all!
I just want to thank you for solving that for me, Malcolm. You are truly a friend.
Yes.
Every time I see him, he makes me so hungry. Yeah, go ahead.
But of course, those are not even going to probably even get to trial, right? That's the reason why they didn't have to talk to the AG, because everyone who said we want to get evidence or whatever, like, you can weaponize the federal government and get these indictments. Problem is, of course, that the clients, whoever is being indicted, will have this on their schedule, right? They're going to have to hire a lawyer. They're going to have to read the documents. They're going to have to file whatever, and it's going to cost them money and time and even reputation. However,
I was about to say, I was like,
the worst part though is that now that you've made it clear that you're willing to engage in illegal prosecutions, there are people who are just going to fold preemptively because they don't want to deal with it. They're just like, okay, I'll wait till you're.
So interesting enough, Malcolm, I feel like the follow-up story on Letitia James is I felt that same way too. Like, this is going to be a grandiose waste of time. Well, let me share with you, my dear brother. She has raised millions. I mean, I think she raised $50 million when she went for an AG race. $50 million.
Well, yeah. Well, she's going to be the Attorney General of New York.
No, but that wasn't the point with that raising of the money. Is that was nationally. So we no longer have that faith that you're talking about because we know this is a banana republic. We know he said so. Now we're analyzing this as educated people that we come from old government, like, that's going to mar them and them. No, I mean, I hear what you're saying, and if we were living in regular times, if this was Clinton or Bush or Obama or Reagan, this would be the case. It would be.
Well, let's just say like this: Letitia already had balls, right? She had steel balls to go after Trump in the first place. Very few people already were going after him. So, yeah, it's not going to dissuade people like her. But I'm just saying, like, people who are wishy-washy, people who don't want that kind of attention, people who don't even want to be in the newspaper are not going to be doing things that could get them in the newspaper. We were kind of talking about this on Wednesday, where, people who are developing movies and television games or, whatever that might be a little woke are going to think twice about doing it simply because they know, like, they don't want that smoke or whatever. And, I think after everything is said and done, yes, there will be people who go to jail. But, like, in the meantime, it's enough chaos. It's enough shit on the wall. And there's more shit coming, right?
Yeah.
Like, we know, I'm already, Debbie Downer myself, seeing that they've blown up like 5 or 6 different ships coming out of Venezuela, and there's talks of them actually invading. Like, that's the thing that we're gonna do, and somehow Trump's people are gonna go along with that, even though they're supposed to be America first and not getting into foreign engagements, but he's literally just leading us into a war against someone. Who was it, Bolsonaro or whoever? I don't know.
Yeah,
he has a hard on for Venezuela. I don't know.
Because he sent them $40 billion, and I had to go to Truth Social when the story came out because I just wanted to know. And his followers, of course, are pissed, and so Congress is now stepping in, and they're asking Republicans, I want that money back. So anyway, I just don't think it's not gonna. I tend to agree with you on most things, but on this thing, it's not gonna end well. Thank God. Hey, John Jay, thank you for joining us. I do appreciate it. And happy birthday. You're right. Let's go ahead and skip down to John's. Happy birthday to AG Letitia James, the Mary J. Blige of law, as I like to call her. I can see her in the courtroom swag singing to Trump, "You're going down." Right. Yeah. So, with that said, thank you. I have some comments here. So, John, good afternoon. Just wanted to come by and say, hey, happy birthday to our very own Jeffrey Roman. Yes, he is in Hawaii. Hawaii. He in Hawaii with her husband. Yeah, so I woke up to pee about 6:30 a.m. and I wish him happy birthday. Thank you, Jeffrey, for all that you do. Thank you for what you do for the community. Like here in Atlanta, I don't think people outside of Atlanta know what a big deal Jeffrey Roman is. Jeffrey Roman has worked with Dr. Fauci. Jeffrey has worked with every major person out of except the new one. For Health and Human Services. Jeffrey is an accomplished grant writer. He is the second in command at one of the biggest nonprofits for HIV/AIDS and gay stuff here in Atlanta. So if you need something, please contact us. We'll put you. And they have housing programs and all the things. So Jeffrey Roman, happy birthday, my love. It's 50 for you, baby.
Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah, the 50.
And it's amazing. Yeah, and so Jeffrey is a survivor. He's had cancer and some other things going on, and I saw him out not too long ago, and he still looks amazing. He still looks like life has not touched him one iota. 50, baby, live it, love it. Thank you, and thank you for that reminder, John Jay. We do appreciate that. AKA Stretch. AKA Move Them Ease. Check him out on Tuesdays as he triggers us with everything he gets. Because he joins those little groups on Facebook. I love it.
Yeah, he loves to trigger people on there.
He does. He goes through and talks
shit poster.
Shit, yeah. You should see him. You should see him. Shit stirrer. That's him.
Yeah.
When I see him online, I'll be like, oh, y'all better move back. Here he comes. Right. Sammy says, I think Trump is fucking Pam Bondi. At least his finger fucking her. Have you seen the way she looks at him? Certainly not like Melania. She's got googly eyes for him. That's so gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, fucking Sammy. Thank you, Sammy. You're so fucking gross. That's disgusting. Thank you. Thank you. Like saying good afternoon to Comic Blur Cub, Mr. Chocolate. What's going on? Pup Greedy, all of my people over here on the streaming service. We do appreciate you tuning in, as you guys often do. So we're gonna move on to the next thing. Go ahead and pop it up there, Swag. Let's see what we got going.
Do you want to go back to her, or you want to move on to the young Republicans?
Just run the last one from her, and then we'll move on to the young Republicans.
All right, here we go. Let's see, right?
Because it's funny.
I'm breaking out an L this week to have its own special video because it's about Russ Vought. Russ Vought is one of the lead writers of Project 2025 and is currently the head of the Office of Management and Budget for the executive branch. He also perpetually tries to gaslight America into thinking he has a jawline by keeping that ridiculous 5 o'clock shadow. Trump, by which I mean Russ doesn't have a jawline vote, has been trying to use reductions in force as a threat, as a way to pressure Democrats into caving during the government shutdown. He even tweeted, "The rifts have begun," like some weird Temu Emperor Palpatine, although of course we can't really order from Temu anymore because of tariffs. Well, Democracy Forward sued on behalf of 2 of the biggest federal unions because unions are the shit and they just won. The judge ruled that Russ doesn't have a jawline. Votes RIF notices that were sent to over 4,000 government employees during the shutdown so far are illegal, exceed the executive branch's authority, and were arbitrary and capricious. Mwah. The administration cannot issue any more RIFs and can't enforce the ones that they've already sent out. So Russ doesn't have a jawline vote, and Donald Trump can no longer slap civil service in the face while yelling to the Democrats, "Stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself." Democracy Forward's lawsuit argues that any mass firings are a violation of federal law during a shutdown, because carrying out mass reductions in force during a shutdown is plainly not a permitted function. Democracy Forward continues to lead the legal fight against the administration, so go support their work. Oh, and Russ, if you put a little contour there, that would help.
You love the snark. I love it too.
I love her, but I wanted to definitely play that one because I know a lot of my friends work for the government, and they you know, and they have to work for free, and they have to go to work. You know, you will get paid, honey, and you will have a job. I just want to let you know they are losing in court, and all those people. I have a friend of mine, some friends of mine. They are a couple, and they both work for the government. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, you know, and but one is in healthcare and the other one is in IT, and they both have to go to work. Especially the one in healthcare. He's like, and he's pissed. You know, like, motherfucker, you know, he has to continue to go and do his thing. And brother, you are in my thoughts and my prayers. And I wanted to play that to make it that, like I said, like it's holding barely. But it's holding. We have to have faith, but we have to vote. We have to change. If we can move that 28.4%, Malcolm, guys, we can move that 28.4% of people that actually vote regularly to about 32. The majority of the blue people, will continue to win. Just move 4 or 5%, you know, just vote. And something tells me they have now lost the brown vote. They had lost ground on the black vote that they gained. And I'm so ashamed of you black people. You promised black people $10 and you would get their vote. That's a damn shame. I want to know where the check is from Doge that y'all all was promised. That I got into an argument. Malcolm, remember when I got into an argument with this black men's group? They gonna find this and they gonna do that, bitch. Where you at? And now he's no longer in the group because they all ran him out.
This is the thing, though. I mean, we kind of talked about this a few weeks ago on my show, where I was saying we have to give politics the right to be selfish and self-interested, because I think part of the politics of liberalism is magnanimous and, you know, trying to be, you know, morally righteous, you know. And the truth is, the majority of people are self-interested and only care about what it's in it for them. So let me say it like this. We need to start speaking that language more, and stop thinking that people ought to care about what other people, you know, get. I'll say this though, you know, one of the things that Trump was trying to do, he's trying to play hardball with the shutdown and saying that I'm going to close Democrat programs, right? And he's firing people from things like environmental protection, education, and housing. Those three were targeted. And so if you're telling me that helping disabled children get adaptive technology so that they can attend school with their friends is a Democrat program, that says a lot about what a Republican is. You know, if you're saying that, you know, helping someone, you know, obtain housing or vouchers for housing is a Democrat program, I mean, that's just say something about your values, you know. What was the other one from the Department of Labor, for instance, helping people get adaptive technology? Those are all those programs. Were closed, right? He fired everyone from those agencies, and I know that the lawsuits are going through, and you know, eventually they'll be rehired. But like, people still rely on those things now, and they're not getting those services now. And I know, like, I just hope that will echo into the election and say, like, you know, it's a bad look to be a Republican, to be someone who, you know, doesn't think disabled children should get a equitable education. You know,
the yummy minority leader of the House, Hakeem Jeffries. You got to do a bedroom whisper when you say his name. They're starting to make that point.
Yeah.
The only thing that's pissing me off this week about the Democrats is Nancy Pelosi is rearing her old, ugly head into the California governor's race. She hates what's her name that's running for governor. And Nancy, look at me, honey. You old. You done. Already fucked us out of a presidency. Sit down. Sit down. No, you done. You bitch, retire. Don't die in your seat. Like, retire. You know what I mean? You go back. Your husband needs you. He's healing from getting busted in the head by crazy. I just don't. I fought this for a long time, and I fought the thing to saying that we need to have a generational shift. But yeah, when your leaders are 80 and 85 and 90, there is some mental capacity. When the president is in his 80s, there is some mental capacity that is lost. I can't remember things like I was 30 and 40. Like I'm only 52. Like, bitch, I gotta have notes in my phone. Swag has to put notes over here so I can remember how the flow goes to the show. Malcolm has to remind me. I have to remind Malcolm. Like, and we're young, relatively young people that work, and we have, we up with technology a little bit. And so imagine if you're in the Stone Ages and you have a staff that can do everything for you. You don't have to know anything. And so these people on both sides of the aisle are too old to be doing this thing.
I'll say the only pushback to that, and I agree. I agree with that. Is that when someone young does come along, they don't get the sort of push or support that they should get. So, like, we have a young senator here, and he gets almost no play.
John Ossoff.
John Ossoff. You got, AOC. People are very concerned about her politics, or Zora Mondani, whatever. People don't support him. I mean, I was just thinking about that. Like, yummy Hakeem Jeffries doesn't support him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does not get support from the party. So, like, I don't think that it's a chicken and egg thing. The reason why we have old people is because they get the support, because they want the stability, they want that sort of thing. But then, young ideas for a lot of us are scary because we're scared of losing instead of like trying to fight to win. We're just trying not to lose. Right. I think that's what it really comes down to.
I hate to tell him, but Mondani's going to sweep. It doesn't matter if Yummy likes him or not. New York City likes him, and that's all that matters.
But I'm just saying that it would be nice if he had coattails. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, but I think, but I honestly, truly think, once the people speak, the coattails will come later. It'll be a Johnny come lately situation.
But won't that be too late then? Because that's an issue I find kind of problematic too. It's like, don't wait till he win and then be like, oh yeah, he had my support all along. It's like, bitch, then why didn't you get the support beforehand? Like,
that's how the Republicans did it. Well, that's how the Republicans did it. They nobody believed in Trump until he won. I mean, they was like, it was
right. But I'm just saying, I don't think that looks good on his part.
Well, however,
when you have so many people supporting Mondani, and it's just like, you can't throw the brother some support.
Well, here's the thing. I think this is the way the politics, especially the Democratic Party, they're so scared of their own goddamn shadow. We got rid of Al Franken on the whiff of something in impropriety. But if that was a Republican, they would have supported that motherfucker to the gate. You know what I mean? Right. And there was nothing ever found. He was just out of a job. There was nothing ever found. It was just out of. And Al Franken is the most talented comedian. He was a great senator, and they just threw him under the bus. The same thing they did with Vice President Harris. Put that bitch up there. It don't matter. It doesn't. And that's how they did it. And she says it in her book. She was like, look, I woke up one morning and they was like, go, 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 go. You know what I mean? And she was like, wait, what? Wait, excuse me? Right, and you can tell just how she wrote the book, like
Right.
and you know, she was like, I'm a professional, so I'm gonna do this, but I'm telling you how this is gonna end. And she knew it from day one. She knew it.
Right.
She was like, the margin's gonna be close. She said it's gonna be this. I can go get Beyonce and go get Beyonce mama, but she was like, that is not going to translate into votes. And she said, I can tell you, right, one thing right now, this country's so divided. We need a white male, and nobody. It was crickets. Nancy tipped in the middle of the night, like she was doing the Senate in motherfucking back in Roman times. She stuck a knife right in Julius Caesar. She stuck and I will never forgive her for that. I will never, ever, ever forgive you. Well, if your bitch ass died laying in the rotunda, fuck you. You fucked our republic. Hey, DJ, what's up, sir? Good to see you, my man. Happy belated birthday to you, sweet dear. Hey, y'all, I have not finished 107 days yet, but mostly because it upsets my blood pressure. And I ain't even crack it over yet, bro. I just kind of skimmed through it. I went to the back. I ain't gonna lie to you. So speaking of books, I know Malcolm has a book club, but a friend of mine, Malika, wrote a book. She's an activist. She was a stylist to Prince back in the day. Malika Henderson. She wrote a book called Tenderheaded. She autographed me a copy. It was wonderful. Check it out. It's this Black woman goodness. I got my copy of 107 Days. I'm getting everything Black people, you know. I'm trying to find the Black version of an Instapot, all that good shit. So, you know, everything Black. But yeah, it's always been that way with Republicans. They didn't. You can take it back to the 70s. Nobody thought Jimmy Carter could win until he did. Jimmy Carter had no support. Like none. Like Gerald Ford was awful. Well, they hated him, but Jimmy Carter was not the beautiful one. He wasn't handsome. You know, he wasn't the most well-spoken. And arguably, you know, if it wasn't for a few things, I don't know. He was the victim of wrong place, wrong time, I believe. But, you know, he was revered and he lived 100 years, you know, and his wife was fantastic and he just never had the support. Obama didn't have the machine at first. You know what I mean? So the Democrats are very Johnny come lately, unfortunately. But speaking of Johnny come lately, let's go ahead and move forward. Definitely. What a transition, Gregory. What a transition. Therefore, well, with the young, we don't have to run over young Republicans because we know that they're pedos. So we don't have to run that story. They're just as well. But I'm gonna test. Speaking of 107 days, I'm gonna just run something real quick by you. Former Madam Vice President has fucking had it, and this is living proof that she has. Go ahead.
Vice President Kamala Harris is sick of y'all shit.
The same person that was telling people not to vote?
Exactly. How did not voting work for y'all? Last time I checked, when it was the Biden-Harris administration, they weren't policing our cities. I don't remember the military and ICE raids going into motherfucking buildings and zip-tying children while they were butt-ass motherfucking naked. I don't recall them trying to take away 17 million motherfuckers' health care. I don't remember them weaponizing the Department of Justice to go after their political motherfucking opponent. I don't recall them shutting down the fucking government and firing federal fucking workers. I don't recall them taking away SNAP benefits and snatching away fucking free school lunch. And regardless of how the fuck you feel about Biden and his foreign policies, she was never the fucking president. She had no constitutional authority to change any fucking thing. Her only job was to preside over the Senate or to take over if something happened to the sitting president. Foreignly, no fucking authority. Access to the military, no fucking authority. Signing bills into the law, no fucking authority. We're dealing with ignorant motherfuckers who don't understand civics, and because they don't understand it, they want to burn the system down to the ground because they're ignorant bitches. Well, guess what, bitch? You got what you wanted because all of us are in fucking danger. Well, she should have earned my vote. Well, fuck your fucking vote, bitch. Because guess what? It is your civic fucking duty to show up to fucking vote regardless of who's on the motherfucking ballot. I don't have the luxury to sit my motherfucking ass at home because I am sitting here trying to preserve the civil rights that was handed to me, that was fought for from my ancestors. But tell me what the fuck we supposed to expect from privileged ass Alabama bird shit colored bitches. You paid for a damn ticket to harass a motherfucking black woman. Just come out the KK closet, ho. Because Kamala Harris can't do fucking shit, so why the fuck are you there? Y'all want to sit up here and act like y'all on some motherfucking moral high ground when you're complicit. You are a fucking bystander. It's interesting that you sit here and say that you care about the people overseas, but the only reason why you care about them is because you can't see them. Because you don't give a fuck about the people that are in fucking front of you. You don't give a fuck about how many children go hungry here in America. You don't give a fuck about how many black people get shot and killed by motherfucking police. You don't give a fuck about how many immigrants are being rounded up. You don't give a fuck about how many people are going to lose their health care and fucking die. You don't give a fuck about children that sit here dying from unvaccinated motherfucking things because of HHS and fucking RFK. Y'all don't give a fuck about how much misinformation and disinformation that he's spreading, causing harm for those with disabilities. But yet you got all the smoke for the black woman who didn't fucking win because you wouldn't vote for her. Your racism, your bigotry, your fucking misogyny was more important than all of our fucking lives. So fuck you royally. Y'all keep showing up to the wrong motherfucking place, bitch. Y'all don't know where the fuck y'all going. Y'all have no motherfucking direction. What you need to do is take your ass to 16 Pennsylvania motherfucking Avenue. And fuck Code Pink because it means I'm a white woman, I got a pink pussy, and I'm privileged. Fuck you hoes.
So tell us how you really feel. Wow.
I know, right?
I had to send him a motherfucking message. I had to send him a message. I was like, brother, you speak my mind.
Yeah.
I don't have balls. I don't have balls enough to go in there and do that. I just don't.
I feel them on that because there's some content creators I had to just stop watching.
Yeah, like I just like that. Why you think I just don't understand like why are we? But I can tell you, I'm gonna give it. This is gonna be cloaked in comedy, but I'm gonna tell you what this all boils down to. Go ahead and run the next thing. It all boils down to this.
Boy, there sure are a lot of steps to get to them files. Maybe we'll ask him ourselves.
I'm just a file. Yes, I'm only a file. If you wanna pick a shower, you'll be waiting a while.
Come on. Can you at least give us a hint?
Well, I'm heavily redacted, but between you... Ah!
Yeah, just in case you need to.
I was about to get into the song and they just fucking killed him. Why?
Because they don't want those redacted files, bro. You know what this is. Don't try to pretend like you know. And then, yeah, I just want, and that was a throwback for those who were Schoolhouse Rock. I love that one. I saw, and then, you know what? I had a joy of going in and seeing because I was like, what is happening in this country? And now I know what's happening. I have found a ranking of the dumbest states. Go ahead, Swag.
Top 10 dumbest states in America. All right, y'all. Let's talk about the states with the most questionable intelligence. Don't take it personal. Number 10, South Carolina. Bless your heart. Energy. Great food. But the school rankings? Not so great. Number 9, Kentucky. Math ain't mathing. Enough said. Number 8, West Virginia. 3 teeth, 2 brain cells. It's beautiful, but let's be real. Education isn't the priority. Number 7, Alabama. Football over facts. Roll Tide is life. SAT scores? What's that? Number 6, Arkansas. Where the earth might still be flat. Some folks out here still fighting science. Number 5, Louisiana. Crawfish over calculus. Smart? Maybe not, but at least the gumbo is fire. Number 4, Mississippi. Always last in education. Dead last in test scores. First in fried food. Number 3, Nevada. Brains lost in the casino. Gambled away their IQ, along with their rent money. Number 2, Florida. The Florida man capital. Every day, a new headline proves why Florida is Florida. Number 1, Texas. Big state, small brain energy. Loud, proud, and ready to fight before they read. Triggered? Drop your state in the comments.
Any disagreement with that?
That's not right.
Oklahoma's not on that list.
Yeah, I was gonna say Oklahoma's usually.
Well, the governor has made some woke statements lately, so I think that's why he made the list.
Yeah.
the Oklahoma governor. He's in this. But if you don't believe that we've all had it and that Kamala Harris has had it, she is out there. And thank you, Uncle Derek. Go out there and pick up 107 Days. It's a book to read, or keep it on the New York
it's on my
bestseller list.
I will keep it in the library. I will.
Right.
I'm interested to at least get her point of view, especially I'm starting to see some reviews of the book, and so I want to be able to read it for myself to see what fact check it.
Well, I went and found a clip of Madam Vice President's own words. Go ahead, Swag, if you will. And
Because there's so much about this moment that is trying to make people feel like they've lost their mind. When in fact, these motherfuckers are crazy.
I never heard her curse before. I don't think.
Hey, she probably this and that. She's just like, you know what? I don't give a damn.
Oh God, I needed that. These motherfuckers.
And if we go back for just a second, because kudos to her for calling those people out at her book signing. I'm sure she's tired of trying to be nice and trying to be pleasant and trying to be, Miss Goody. And that's one thing I wish more Democrats would do. We have to stop playing nice.
He has had it.
You have to just get down and dirty like they do. So good on her for saying, "Oh, you the bitch told people not to vote for me. Yeah, fuck you, and thank you for your money." Next,
right? And guess what they did? Guess what they did? Shut the fuck up. And guess what they didn't do? Come to her next motherfucking.
I mean, how much of a just a troll do you have to be that, you know what, I'm gonna show her, I'm gonna buy a ticket to go to her book sale, and then I'm gonna harass the woman that I told people not to vote for and say, well, what are you gonna do about what's going on in Gaza? Bitch, I didn't get the job. What do you want me to do?
even when I was the VP, what could I do? I'm
right. I'm the VP. I can't do shit till he die. What? So what you want me to do?
And why ain't you down at 1600? Talk to that motherfucker.
That part, and that's the every time I see them, I'm like, it's interesting how y'all never go to the person who is actually in charge because they know better, because they know their asses would be handed to them on the silver platter, and they know this, and that's why they're cowards. They are cowards because they would never. They don't have the balls to go to a Trump rally. They would never do it.
No. Let me tell you one thing about Trump. What he gonna do? And when you speak your mind, he gonna have you arrested. Let me just tell you, he will. I mean, it may be illegal, but he gonna lock your motherfucking ass up. Yep. So you go out there talking that bullshit. You stand on business. That's my fellow Gemini. He is not gonna have this bullshit. He's not gonna have it. So thank you, as always, for indulging me in the black news. It's blacker than ever, and I will continue to give it to you from a white people's point of view, because I am not gonna say this shit. I'm just gonna agree. Because they're not going to kick me off there. I'm not going to be broadcasting from jail. That's not going to do it. Because the FBI is now knocking on niggas' doors, and because of their beliefs and what you post on social media. So I'm going to leave you with these two things. Be careful out there, please. There's still, the crazies are getting less crazy because they're hungry, because they can't afford the food. So they are spending less time online being antagonists because they now are realizing, and this is God honest truth, they are now realizing that they have been duped. They won't tell us, they won't tell you that they know they've been duped, but I go into their spaces and they realize that they have been duped, and they are pissed. If there is, heaven forbid, if there is an attempt on the president of the United States, it's going to be one of them. I'm not hoping for it. I'm not saying. I'm just saying the 9 to 10, they are getting to a point. He's cut off aid to the farmers. They are not able to sell their wares to China because China's like, fuck it. We can get in bed with Russia, and you guys are up in the air. Trump just sent $40 billion to Venezuela, and our government is closed. He sent $40 billion to Venezuela, and our fucking government is closed. So therefore, yeah, I have.
This is what y'all voted for.
What you voted for? Yep, all 17%. I don't know what's half of 28, 29. All 17, 18% of you voted for. So good luck. We are fucking in the fucking shit because 17% of our electorate, 17% of 365 million people chose Trump. So the plurality of us did not choose Trump. That is the truth of the matter. But the truth of the matter, we cannot be lazy. We cannot be complacent. I'm not asking you all to go out there to the No Kings thing. Well, I am. Show your voice. But go to the goddamn ballot. Go to the and even here in Georgia, you know, the even, you know, with the races that are going on here in Georgia, they're local and they're state races. But the higher numbers are the Republican counties now. I mean, we're still in early voting, you know, but in, you know, Fulton County and Clayton and all those counties will catch up, I do believe, just by population alone. But we have to take this shit seriously. And I'm gonna, if we end up with whoever the candidate is, I wouldn't imagine it would be JD Vance. He's so unpopular. If it is, I would just say congratulations, Democratic president. But this has to come to an end. Like, people are starving. People are going without. They are building apartment buildings and displacing tent cities. HUD closed. No housing assistance. There's no food stamps assistance. And I tell you what, the longer the government is closed, the worse it gets. It's a slow trickle. Like it starts off cute as a vacation. Starts off cute. Oh, you know, then next thing you know, your state agencies are going to be closed because the money that comes down from the feds are not going to filter down to states, or the DMV is now going to close. And if it goes so long, you're not getting mail. So I'm just telling you, you know, for the most part, the post office is a self-running entity. But we're going on the third week. And I'm gonna tell y'all, in the next few days, it's not gonna be a time to fly. They're gonna call out. They just got their last paycheck last week. And when their life becomes unregular, they're not coming to work. They are not coming, and they're gonna use vacation time, and we still gonna have to pay them. They're gonna use sick days. I'm telling you, I've been there. It wasn't closed this long under. It was. Forgot I was still working during the last Trump shutdown, which was 29 fucking days. I had to sit at home, and he tried the same shit before that he wasn't gonna pay us.
Right.
Then we all got settled up for this class action suit that was about to happen. So, vote. And I'm gonna just tell you, I'm not worried about it because I did the right thing. I voted for the black lady. I'm not going to go out there and get shot by the rubber bullets because them shits hurt. They injure you. And because I voted for the black lady. So if you voted for the black lady, you did exactly what you're supposed to do. So, and that's all I can do. Bitch, I'm going to Target. I hate it. I'm ordering from Amazon. I'm just telling you. It's empty in there, and a bitch in there. So I go in, go out, because I did what? I voted for the black lady. All right. So speaking of voting for the black lady, catch me next week. Same bat channel, same bat station, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more of the Black News. Now, speaking of time slots, if you missed anything on this very network, don't fret, my pet. I got you. The weekly rewind is on deck. Brought to you by my lovely assistant, Swag for Life himself. Look at that full head of hair, luscious. Beard, it's beard porn. You know, he's a Asian glow. You know, the cat's back there sleeping. So, and he found time in his busy schedule to help me do this, the weekly rewind. Thank you. Right. This is great. I love this. Ooh, it's the new one. It's the new one. Oh, fuck. Ooh, it's the new one. I'm so excited. Ooh. Malcolm, look at those graphics. Ooh, like MTV. Delicious.
Who knows? Oh, our first comment. We said, Ux next top daddy. Hello, gentlemen. Hello, Ux next top daddy.
UK's, girl.
UK's. I know it's UK's, but UK. I know. UK. Hey, UK's next top daddy. Hey.
Yeah, actually, that'll be a good show. Yeah.
Okay, listen. But of course,
So my question for UK is it UK's next top daddy or is it UK's next top daddy? Because there is a difference.
There is.
And where can I find an application if it's next top daddy?
It brings new emphasis of who's the bottom two.
Yes, right.
Yes. America's next top bottom.
In my hand, I have 2 photos. Oh, the other one will stay and get pounded. But in a game, okay.
One of you ladies must immediately return to the house, pack your pleading materials, and vacate.
Pack your fleets and go home.
Pack your fleet and go home.
Pack your fleets and go home.
Was it?
Oh, my friend. They give my friend some hell. I don't know how I feel about this.
Your family got to do something
Pack
like
your jock straps and go.
Your family got to do something like
collect your
collect your knives or something like that. Or I think the dude was like, I thought this is not the top chef that I thought this was gonna be or some shit like that. They told him to pack his knives and go home. It was clearly a bottle getting mad because they get it.
And one of you bottles must collect your lube, your poppers, your jock straps.
I mean, that's how my day is going.
Yeah, me too. It's rough, and so let's just have some fun. It looked like he had some fun videos, so let me just play them.
Now, that brought me joy and sadness. In case you didn't know, the news came across the wire this weekend. We lost one of the greats. We lost the great. I'm so sorry.
What is that?
It's my text message.
Oh, it's horrible.
It says, no, it's not. It says it's so fluffy.
Oh, okay. It just sounded like someone screaming. I'm like, I cannot do that.
It's from Despicable Me. She says, it's so fluffy. Right. It's really delicious. I love it.
Okay. I do like her, yeah.
So in case you all were under a rock, we lost the great talent and ally, Diane Keaton. She stays young for so long. It was just
for sure.
I could not believe
that one was great seeing that because I think what was so funny when people eulogize someone, sometimes, especially for the younger generation, they might not know what she was in, so they will say, Diane Keaton, the star of this and this and this, or they might not even say her name. They'll just say the roles.
Right.
And the so it's like I'm in that age range where, the vast majority, or at least a large plurality of the readers, don't know her. But
really.
Yeah. I'm just saying she won
First Wives Club. Now we don't know her later work, her earlier works that she won.
Right. I was going to say that she won an Oscar.
This was one funny bitch. She was one.
Yeah, she was great.
All right, let me move on. This one isn't technically on the straights okay, but you know what? That's where I'm gonna put this one. So, and this one is appropriate because Devon, you mentioned being at the gym today. This one is about going to the gym,
okay,
and what people see at the gym, and I'm just like, what the hell are you talking about? So, Here we go.
Yo, so I just got to the gym and I'm at the YMCA, as you can see. And I don't typically go down into like the locker rooms and stuff like that. Because I mean, I don't need to. I usually always come to the gym ready to go and in my gym clothes. But today I need to change into, this out of my white t-shirt. So I went down into the locker room. And again, this is where, in order to get to like the pool at my YMCA, you got to go through the locker room. As soon as I walk in the locker room to my left, dude is changing his clothes. He butt ass naked, like. And then I'm in my phone because I'm watching this video. And obviously, I'm not gonna just stare at this, but I see it on my peripheral. I keep walking, and then I make a turn. And it's two more niggas. He got his dryer towel. He drying himself off right in the open area. Bucket fucking naked. Bro, I didn't know people be moving like that in the damn locker room. I guess that's why they say no phones, but I just think is that not weird? Like, go find a shower or something. Or maybe one of the stalls. But no, they just sitting right out in the locker room. Look, now, mind you, like I ain't never played like like sports and stuff like that, but I'm sure stuff like that happens in sports all the time, or just if you was in high school growing up and played different sports or whatever in the locker room, maybe that's just a normal thing, but that's just not normal to me. I'm not gonna sit out in the open where everybody can just walk past me butt ass naked, changing my clothes, drying off. None of that. That shit just weird to me. Am I tripping out, or is that just a normal thing that go on in the locker room? And that's why they say no phones. I don't know. Somebody let me know.
You sheltered
hell?
normal thing that happens in locker rooms. That's why
In the locker room.
It's a locker room, you dumb sheltered fuck.
Right. I don't know about shelter. I mean, because my question is this: when we were kids in high school and middle school and high school, did we not change in the locker room?
Yes. There are no, and in the showers, there are no. It's just a wide open room with nozzles coming out the wall. There's no partitions in that either.
It just goes on and on about like ghetto black people. She's one of those black people who goes on about like, she was on a cruise recently. And she's just like, I just can't stand the way black people act on cruises. It's just so fucking ghetto.
Fair. It's some black fatigue for me. It's a thing. I understand.
I know, but it just bothers me. So I don't know. I'm gonna play this and we'll talk about it because it's two videos back to back. The first one's short, and then the other one is sort of my idea about racism and stereotypes.
This is nigga culture.
So look, this is the biggest block in the NLB, you know what I'm saying? Look, I caught one of them going on NLB happening to the end. Out there with 2 times. Hey, matter called us 1 time, we took to report it. They wouldn't let us report it.
I don't even know what fucking language this is in. I think I would understand more in 15 minutes of watching Telemundo than I would 5 seconds of watching this shit. This is how black men act today. This niggerish gibberish that we sit back and promote and we glorify. Nobody can understand what you're saying. You're dressed all flashy like a fucking peacock. You look like a child. You talk like a child. You act like a child. This is why no one takes black men, especially black people, seriously. This is why racial profiling and discrimination isn't really a bad thing. You see people like this, treat them like they're less than. Don't give them any kind of respect. Discriminate, profile, make them feel like shit because we're tired of being represented by these people.
Often white people will meet a black person who completely challenges every racial stereotype that they've ever had. Rather than giving up the stereotype, they create a special category for that person and say, well, you're not like other black people. Or instead of saying, my ideas of black people were too narrow or too, and I think that's the tragedy of any kind of prejudicial thinking, that when we confront the circumstance that tells us it's not so, we frequently don't enlarge our sense of things. We actually come up with new ways to protect and defend that way of thinking.
So basically the first one was what irritates me, but I think the second one is basically the rebuttal to this idea. If you believe that this niggerish, childish behavior represents all black people, that is not their fault.
Right.
Let me share my screen.
There you go.
Let me share my screen.
What's going on with her and Travis Barkley? I don't know the story.
Well, people were saying that she and Travis Barkley fucked back in the day, but they both deny it and say it's not true. Just because he had said one time in his book when he first met Kim, when she was hanging around with Paris Hilton, when he was dating Paris Hilton, he had a crush on Kim. Now, I don't see how Courtney.
How'd that go from fucking to get a crush?
Right. I don't see how Courtney could marry a man who has who's immortalized in a book that he is crushing on your sister. But whatever. That's.
But that was a different. He didn't notice this at the time, right?
He didn't. But still, though.
You never, like later in life, fucked a homie's friend or cousin.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I marry him though.
Maybe. Just that time, right? What just happened?
Share my screen, please.
Share my screen.
How do you? I'm sorry, I don't know about that life. Hold on, let me see if I can.
Right, everybody technological challenge over.
Yeah, hold on,
yeah, you're not getting that. You're gonna have to describe what you see.
I gotta see. Edit name headline. Okay, that's not it.
Yeah, you just made John disappear.
Girl, I don't know what I'm doing.
Share my screen.
Okay, well,
right. What does it say?
Wait, this?
Yes.
Wait.
Take us down.
I hit add. Okay, wait, hold on.
There we go.
Okay.
What is that? Is that like a hair coochie bar? What is that?
This is the new line of Skims that Kim Kardashian released today.
Hair micro string thong.
I'm just wondering. So now she's selling toupees for kitty cats because that's what this is.
Oh, it's hair for your kitty cat?
Yes.
Oh. Is this a joke?
No, it's on the Skims website, as you can see.
Green, fuck you. I'm gone.
and look, it comes in different
hair.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're gonna do it, you gotta represent.
Can you get gray? You can get gray.
I don't know if you can get gray, but these are the different styles and different colors. And I'm just want to know what woman is buying this.
Maybe why do you want? What's they call it? American? Is that what they was called?
American.
American when you do that.
Working that Birkin. Yeah.
I gotta tell Cream he's got to do a show one day where everyone has to wear wigs because I want to see
working that Merkin, baby, working that Merkin. Sammy, save little man. I know that's right.
Oh god, it's like he got Shannon to wear a wig. Like he can get you to get one. That's funny. Anyway.
Let's see where we are. Okay, we are up here. Damn it. Also, my schedule will be changing soon. I'll be back. So, welcome back. He mad, man. He was. That building that hit in Chicago is right next door to my grammar school. They held those folks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I finally did see some of the footage. It's awful. It really is.
Wow, that's crazy. It makes me mad to be a blue state resident. Makes me glad. I know that's right. Hello, gentlemen. We're to focus on the Vista Road in Messier. No King's protest. All right. Thank you.
They have those here in Tijuana. I remember
what
out for lunch one time on a Saturday, and it was a sea of white folk, and we're like, that made us smile a bit. It's like, I'm glad to see the white folks out here for the No Kings protest.
Especially in Tijuana. I'll tell you, especially in Tijuana. I'll
tell you, the funniest ones are the ones in Portland, I saw some where it was naked people on bicycles.
Oh my!
I'm just like, that
Oh
sounds like
my.
the worst kind of protesting ever. Like, you got a ball on each side of the bicycle seat. You know, you got a bicycle seat up in your tank. Like, what? Like, that does not seem like fun. Then they got, the furries. They got tigers and Pikachus. I saw a turtle.
Not Pikachu protesting and turtles. On that note, speaking of funny, let's go ahead and run these funny videos we got for the week. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
A good one.
Don Corleone, Napoleon Bonaparte, R. Smelly, Fibonacci, Commander and Thief, Nostradamus, El Porchapo, Maga Teresa, All Capstan Kangaroo, Rip One Van Winkle, Count Flatula, Founding Farter, Farty Five, Teddy Roosevelt, Gaseous Clay, Dopey McRopey, Leprechaun Man, Al Capone, Julius Squeezer, The Shard of the Deal, His Flatulency, Mayor McCut the Cheese, Groper Cleveland, Sleepy Gonzalez, Nelson Tandela, Burger Gene King, Donnie Appleseed, Liger Woods, Unhappy Gilmore, Greedy McGolfy, Yabba Dabba Doofus, His Majesty, Genghis Don, Donnie D Cups, Danye West, Donald Duck the Draft, Kim Don-un, the Notorious P.I.G., Hair Mussolini, Commander-in-Chief, Phony Soprano, Fatty Shack, the Ayatollah Complaining, President Dementia, Stable McGenius, the Tanturian Candidate, Orange Baby Jesus, Refrigerator Perry Mason, Off-Whitey Bulger, Tannibal Lecter, the Not-So-Great Pumpkin, Carrot Bottom, Scammy Davis Jr., Rich Littlehands, Donnie Cochran, the Magalorian, Vladimir Gluten, Hippopotamus, Dark Tax Evader, Our Fondling Father, Maroon 45, The Legend of Bragger Vance, Mara Clago, The Tan of La Mancha, Butch Casserole, Trumpelstiltskin, Magatha Kriskin. Where are we? How many more are... Grab-ass Grandpa, Orange Julius Caesar, Hungry Hungry Hypocrite, Dictator Tot, Quid Pro Comb-Over, The Locker-Up-Ness Monster, General Eisenhower, Alexander Scamilton, Yelvis, Jabba the Pizza Hut, and Pumpkin McPornhumper.
Ow. That was good. He's like, there's still more.
My God.
They had a whole writer's room. I'm sure they sat there for like 10 days.
Dopey McGropey.
Dopey McGropey.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. That was really good.
Oh my God.
Dopey McGropey. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Swag.
Do you know why I pulled you over today? You were doing 30 and a 15. License and registration. Hey, stop! Driver, stay in the stop the car! Stop the dispatch vehicle fleeing!
I love that.
That would be T'Challa. That would be T'Challa.
I think I've seen a few of those. It says, you so do you know why I stopped you? Like, first you didn't do your turn signal, and you're a cat.
Right.
You know you can't be driving. You're a cat.
You're a fucking cat. Right. Go ahead, Swag.
Relax your thighs. Get on top and start to ride until you feel that meat. And I'm gonna feel the cool J. Fuck that meat of mine. I wanna know in you all night. Let into the sunrise. I wanna know in you.
Oh God.
I'm just saying.
Not, I'm gonna nut in you.
Right. Listen.
Oh my God.
Listen, it's all about it's all about what programming and all that good stuff. Go ahead.
Two more.
All right, here we go. In the case of 8-week-old Midnight, you are not the father.
In the case of this 8-week-old brown puppy, you are not the father!
In the case of the 8-week-old brown puppy, oh boy, you are not the father.
World is out of control.
Oh, and lastly, I think we have one more.
And a not so friendly and purposely disrespectful reminder to anyone who voted for Trump, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you, and I will never forgive you because you're stupid. You're stupid and you're ugly and you have less working brain cells in your head than people in attendance at a J-Lo concert. And hope that everyone who fucked around and voted for him, I hope all of you find out. And for those of you who have been finding out, good. Good. I hope you continue to find out. I hope it feels like you're being fucked by a spiked bat that has been dipped in sriracha directly up your anal cavity. I hope you stub your pinky toe on every corner you come across. I hope both sides of your pillow are always warm. I hope you have an itch in the middle of your back that you can never reach and nobody is around to reach it for you. I hope you get pimples right here and your dry ass lips are always cracked right here. I hope your eyelashes are constantly falling into your eyes. I hope your cuzzling wife fucks your father. I hope your dog runs away because they realize they deserve better. I hope you get paper clips and hangnails on your fingers every day for the rest of your life. Every bad thing that I can think of, I hope for you. I hope you never know a day of peace, and I hope you and your family is cursed for always and eternity. Fuck you, bitches. Peace and love. Talk to you later.
I mean,
peace and love.
Yeah, I mean,
But I hate you bitches.
Yeah, she kind of encapsulated what I felt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you, sister girl. She always does the fuck around and find out videos. I love her so much. She's like, oh, look what happened to you. This week we in the music world, in the Richmond world, in the black world, had a great loss. I refer to him as my friend Mike. Mike Eugene Archer, born February 11th, 1974. We lost his battle with pancreatic cancer October the 14th. In New York City, he was born. In Richmond, Virginia, my hometown. We attended high school together before he left high school to go pursue his very, very, very popular music career. Most of you know him as D'Angelo, the half naked or naked. I don't know. I wasn't on that video set, but how does it feel? Untitled video singer. Angie Stone's baby daddy, excuse me. They had such hits as those Jimmy Brown, Eyes of Mine, things like that. Lost his battle again to pancreatic cancer this week. You will be missed, my friend. I am honored to have known you in real life and to have sat in and witnessed some of your greatness in person. You always called me VA. And I always called you the genius. Mike, I don't, I know you had some bouts with alcohol and drugs throughout your life. Your father was a Pentecostal minister. You kind of translated that through all of your works. Your mother was a great cook, is a great cook. Pray for your son, your daughter, and your other youngest son. I was really, I heard you were sick, but I thought it was a rumor. We hadn't spoken in years. I didn't know how to feel. Like, you know what I mean? Like you kind of, it's hard when you like kind of knew somebody in real life, to the rest of the world. It's like, oh, that the singer D'Angelo died. But, this cat, so I'm walking down the hall as a teenager, even as an adult, I saw him going to his greatness. Shout out to his band, The Vanguard, my man Anthony and Tony and all those people who his last album, if you didn't listen to it, was D'Angelo and The Vanguard. Messiah was a work of art. He gave us things like Nothing Even Matters, him and Lauryn Hill. I don't know, you can name 1,000 of your favorite D'Angelo songs, but here's a little something for you, my man Mike. Rest in heaven. I do appreciate it.
D'Angelo, this was unexpected, as it always seems to be. But you were a force on earth and an inspiration to me. I think about brown sugar, babe. I think about how does it feel. I think about you're my lady. I think about cruising. I think about left and right. I think about now you got us crying, and nothing even matters at all. Just find Angie, and it will be alright.
super duper wonderful. Yeah, super that was great. That was really, really great. All right, y'all. Please tune in to I hate on such a somber note, but please tune in to Patreon. It's www.patreon.com/melbythemine2. I'm gonna give you a few minutes of shaking and moving and grooving. I'm gonna talk to you about some things that I have done the thing this week that I'm so proud of. And tune in, and I will tell you all about it. I think Swag was the only one I told because it was past my bedtime by the time I called Malcolm, so I'm sure he was asleep. He goes to bed early. Malcolm's not up late. It's not. I don't think I try not to call him after 9 o'clock because he's probably on his way to bed. He got his bonnet on, shit. So, but yeah, tune in to Patreon and. Tomorrow, catch a rerun of my man Thick Night at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because he is out of town, shaking and moving and grooving. I can't wait for the videos and the pictures. If you check him out on social media, he's already dropping some. He's having a rip-roaring good time. Be safe, my friend. Hope you get back in one piece from Chicagoland and don't be letting the National Guard look at your booty. And then, as always, Malcolm and I will be right here on Mondays at 3 p.m. or so, kind of 3 p.m. ish, not quite, because we work for a living, we do things. And normally I come in and I'm right from the gym, so I'm sweating and I'm angry and I'm just like, why, But anyway, so that's Monday, Tuesday. My man Swag for Life is right up in here. The magical hour here is at M3. 7 p.m. is the magic hour that all happens. The Swag Suite, we'll find out if the gays are okay, if the straights are okay, and maybe a Tech Tuesday or two. No, they're not okay. What we haven't had from you in a while? Shit your mama say. It's been a minute. We're going to have to give her a call.
Is that a hint that I need to include that?
How you doing, Malcolm? Oh, my grandbaby be like,
wait, do it again. Do it again.
Like that.
Do it again.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna start blinking like the grandbaby. Both eyes. You gotta do both eyes. And speaking of being rehabilitated, Malcolm, the Philosopher King, Wednesdays, 7 p.m. It's something about 7 p.m. we all settle down from work. Generally speaking, sometimes we're not. So 7 p.m. is a good medium way to kind of be ready to broadcast during the week. So Wednesdays, and you can also catch Malcolm in those podcast streets with episodes of the Bearcast on Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, wherever you get your fine podcasts. Check him out. Wherever you get your podcast, he is there. Got lots of in the can, so you can drive from here to California and still have episodes for the trip back. So therefore, it's really a rip-roaring good time. Thursdays, my man Cream Diggler is back in the building with the Diggler Digest. We had a great time. I, and John Thursday. This Thursday, we're going to mukbang for you. I was excited to be invited to that. We get to eat online. We're going to do crunchy things and we're going to chew and make. Oh my God, the cream is ridiculous. I don't know. I just go along for the ride. So we're going to mukbang for you Thursday. So if you're into that super sensory thing, I don't know what it is. Somebody told me I should do an OnlyFans just with mukbanging. People make a lot of money doing that. I'm like, no, that doesn't sound right. Join me on my OnlyFans. And it'd be, y'all think y'all going to see something nasty on there chewing. So it's all good. That's Thursdays. 8 p.m. I think is he going to move the showtime to 8 p.m. Apparently, I see he changed it.
It was just for that one time, I think, because he had a work thing.
Okay, so 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Thursday nights. Fridays, more Cream Diggler. You can catch two grooms in a pod right here. I'm so glad we can acquire this content. It's so good, and it's content that we don't have to pay for. Yay! You know what I mean? It's like, hey, Cream Diggler, thank you. And they do such a marvelous job, and you guys enjoy it. It is funny. It's entertaining. It is thought-provoking. It is all those things. Again, I'll be right back here next Saturday, God willing, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'd like to say rest in peace to Byron Jamal, who lost his life sometime this week. I do apologize. I don't have a exact date. I'm so sorry. But he was a fellow content creator, very popular in the community.
Yeah.
I just want to acknowledge that. I'm not getting into the rest of it, but yeah, it's all things you can, if you want to talk about it, we can join in on Patreon. But with that said, we are out of here. Go out, make a life, enjoy your Saturday. The weather's beautiful here in the planet of Atlanta. Hope it's beautiful where you are. Go out and enjoy. Thank you for tuning in to the Saturday Sit Down with me, your host, Gregory, the talented Mr. Drayton, aka Alice's baby, on behalf of Malcolm and Swag for Life. Thank you. We know you have a choice in internet entertainment. Thank you for choosing us. Nobody tell you I love you. We do. Peace.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Saturday Sit Down with your host, the talented Mr. Drayton. Your one-stop shop for the best conversation that you don't want to miss. Please be sure to like, subscribe,